Have you ever wondered how happy people keep going? Just how they never stop, how they always just live life to the fullest, and it seems like they never run out of energy. How about, have you ever wondered how business owners can just take a vacation whenever they want and still have a functional business? Hey there, I'm Tabby, a mental health guide that is obsessed with empowering you to live a life you truly love. Using your time effectively, disconnecting from technology, and spending time in nature all have one thing in common, and that is the care of your mental health. Now, did you know there's actually benefits for properly managing your time? If you didn't, that's not a lie. You can Google it. There are benefits for managing your time appropriately. Now, overall, managing your time in such a way that it's productive, this actually creates less stress for you. When you know that you are going to spend from this time to this time doing XYZ, then it makes it easier for you to always just stay into plan. If you know you have a doctor's appointment at 2 p.m. and you have to pick up your kids from whatever activity at 4 p.m., these things are concrete. So you don't want to book that day to be excessively busy because, sometimes things do happen. But knowing where your time is going to be going creates less stress. It also creates a sense of responsibility. Because whenever you don't get something done on your to-do list, then you can carry it on to the next day. And when you achieve that thing next day, you immediately get a dopamine burst. Knowing where your time goes also helps with the home life balance. Writing it down, like I physically have journals and I write everything down. Everything is entirely planned. I have one back here as well. And physically writing it down for me shows me how much time I have. Open if I need to rearrange something. Doing this, I physically see where my time is going, and I'm giving plenty of opportunities to either shift activities or to add on. Now, this is especially important for my business owner friends. We have to know where our time is going. And when it's necessary to take a break. Now, oftentimes for business owners, when we plan for a break, more of our time goes into the leading up to our break than average content or whatever. More time goes into it. Now, why? Well, because we want to be able to enjoy our break, but we also don't want to seem inconsistent, or at least in my opinion, we don't want to be inconsistent because everybody relies on us for whatever it is that we're offering, whether that's a cleaning service, whether that's mental health services, or whatever. You have a shop. We still have a business we have to run, so we put way more work into it so that we can take a step back. It's that step back that is the important one. And that's where you actually completely disconnect from technology. That's anything with the screen. That's anything with the power button. That's not in the kitchen. That's your tablet. That's your TV. That's the screen on your car, right? You disconnect from technology. Now, for me, my example of business owners, when we put everything into it so that we can disconnect from technology, it is literally something that we physically will need. And it's a strange phenomenon how when you plan for a break, you actually end up needing that break. Now, this looks like sleepless nights. This looks like long days, meetings, conversations, driving from point A to point B to point C, and then you still have to take care of your family. You still have to take care of home life. So usually by the end of everything that is said and done, that break is physically needed. Now, for me personally, I do have these journals, but that's not where I started. I actually used an app, and it's called Structured. It is for iPhone. I don't exactly have a great option for Android because I use iPhone. So if you have an Android and a scheduling app, go ahead and put it in the comments. Just let other Android users know because, again, I don't have a single clue. But I started with that and I put it right next to my Facebook and Instagram app because those are the two apps that I use the most. And I got into the habit of opening my structured app before my social media apps because I know structured will remind me, okay, I have to do this. So maybe I only have this much time to be on social, or maybe that's you have zero time to be on social. You need to go ahead and just get up and go. So if you're not a pen and paper user, or if you're not a pen and paper user yet, I would highly recommend getting a app on your phone because everybody has a phone, hence why you're here. Now, disconnecting from your phone, from technology, actually strengthens your connection with others on a very deeper level. You're able to engage in different activities that will continue to promote social interaction. What the hell am I talking about again? People will want to know what you've been up to. What new interests do you have? Have you been axe throwing? Did you try bowling at a 21 and up bowling alley? Like, what have you been up to? Maybe, especially during the summertime, maybe talking about these new experiences will open eyes for someone else. So it actually promotes different activities within social interactions. Now, in my opinion, the longer that it's been since you've talked to somebody, the easier of a conversation you can have because you have way more to catch up with, right? Like maybe you're in school. Maybe it's been so long since you've talked to this person, you've graduated school. Lots of things. Did you have a new baby? Did you buy a house? So I know connecting with someone who it's been a while seems weird, but it's actually one of the easiest conversations that you could possibly have. Now, I want you to consider a conversation that you had with one of these old, long time no-see friends. Maybe you were talking about a new store or a new park that you found. Doesn't matter. What matters is the talk, okay? Because you're going to see things, maybe they've been there before, but they didn't see the store. Maybe they saw a gas station, or maybe they saw some police officer arresting somebody, you know? So even if they've been there before, maybe they didn't quite see something the same way you saw. It's always in the conversation. Now, I have a fun fact for you. According to the APA, which is the American Psychological Association, taking a walk on your way to a city park or spending an entire day hiking in the wilderness, okay? Walking to the store and hiking to the wilderness both have been linked to improve your attention, lower your stress, improve your mood, and here's a big one. It reduced the risk of psychiatric disorders. Psychiatric disorders include mood, and personality, such as bipolar disorder, such as borderline personality disorder, such as schizophrenia, all of these things. So walking to the store and walking in wilderness have both been proven to reduce the risk of psychiatric disorders. I want you to sit on that one, okay? Because over here we talk about mental health. And there are a lot of things that mental health guides and workers and other people don't talk about. So with that being said, as you're watching this, I have completely prepared last week so well that I was able to get content out, not just for 1 week, but for 3. I checked in with my friends and my family just to let them know that what I was doing, I was going to take a break. So as you're watching this, I'm probably sitting by the campfire or basking in the sun next to the lake. Whatever I'm doing, I don't have service. This has been automatically uploaded while I was sitting at home. I can't wait to tell you about all of the time because I'm definitely hiking and I'm definitely going to be fishing. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave you the same way I always do. Be kind to yourself and others. And until next week, I hope you have a great one.